Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lock off a play action. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. At 9.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And taken right at the 35. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ that feels like gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 23.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
At the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Going for it all. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seattle.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Brought down back at the
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. 2 drives will tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the... This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. A huge play there for Arizona. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
kick is good.
And his kick is right through. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take back over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Locke. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll only eventually get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards, and out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Locke working out of the gun. And his throw here's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Now Locke again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First down, Seattle.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to not.
Touchdown, Cardinals!
Touchdown,
A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 26.
The ball carried
A
by.
big play that time for the Seahawks. 49 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there. A little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, Locke. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Not much there, only a yard.
At the 7-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. K.J. Hamler there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now. Okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on it.
The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Cardinals 42.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 20.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. To throw again on second down. Lock out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
So they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
That's caught inside the 20. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 4 yards out, and the Cardinals add on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, and this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Seahawks 7.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 10 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And 9 yards to go.
On 3rd down, block. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. .47-yard punt, a return of 4.
1st and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken...
That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cards continue to pour it on. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Number 28.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Seahawks first down.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Another carry.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now to the air. Lock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
30-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone and all happens.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 50 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 20-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
So that'll back him up 5. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Seahawks take over first and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 52 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Locke got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st.
1st down, Seahawks.
Locke looks to throw it again. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. Open man Hamler. That's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Locke Short throw to Disley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 30-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Locke now on first down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
To number 88.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? It got his man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Locke. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Quarterback, ready.
Again, it's Locke. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Locke working out of the gun, looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for first and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Looking for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for watching and so long.